But what touched me the most is their spirits, that the veterans, the soldiers, and the civilians who fought during those battles. And we went to the former home of a general, also a veteran, whose name is Zhu Fuxing. We went to their home. His sons preserved his objects from the war. And his son told me that the Zhu Fuxing, the general, fought in the Battle of Shanghai in 1937. He was ordered to take his men to defend several places in Shanghai, and he managed to do it. But in the end, he lost 2/3 of his soldiers. But the Japanese were still coming again and again, and they couldn't leave. They didn't give up. In the end, General Zhu Fuxing fought for 7 straight days and nights without any sleep until he was shot and lost consciousness on the battlefield. Then he was transported to another city, Hangzhou, for treatment. And during his treatment, one of his soldiers brought him his suitcase from the battlefield because there was some food in his suitcase that could help him with his treatment. But when he got the food, he criticized the soldier and said, "You are not supposed to bring it to me. Give it back to the battlefield. Give it back to the soldiers who are still fighting for Shanghai." I think it is such spirits of sacrificing one's own benefits for a greater cause that helped China to stand till the last in the war. And in the end, there were 3 bullets in the body of Zhu Fuxing. The doctor took out 2 of them, with the rest one only 1 centimeter away from his heart. So he had to live with the bullet for the rest of his life. So it is such spirits that touched me the most. And we want to tell them to more audience in the world.
Well, that's just very lucky to hear that, even though he got the bullet, but he still survived from the war.
Yes, definitely.
You talk about the Battle of Shanghai in 1937. How critical is that war to the overall, Chinese people's fight against the Japanese aggression?
Well, after the full-scale invasion of China started in 1937, the Chinese people were not that confident, to be honest, because we had very poor weapons and the enemies had advanced weapons, like they have artilleries and tanks and airplanes, but the Chinese soldiers were using mainly simple guns. So some said they were fighting a losing battle. But that war convinced people that China could do a lot in their resistance against Japanese aggression. And before that, Japan said they were about to occupy China within 3 months.
Yeah.
But just the Battle of Shanghai managed to hold them back for 3 months. So that gave the Chinese people a lot of confidence, that also astonished the international arena, especially China's allies like the United States and the Soviet Union, and let them realize the strategic importance of the Eastern battlefield.
This is CGTN Radio. Hear the difference.